Hello, are you looking for information about the events in Season 2 when you launch? Guess what? We're going to be covering it all here. So stay tuned with me, MrSneakyy, an official Call of Dragons content creator, and we'll be going over all the start events and the beginning bits of Season 2 in Belleron. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons content, like we said. And here we're going over all the Season 2 stuff. So, as the title says, we're going over the events. So, the first one I'm going to go over straight away is the Season Pass, because a lot of people are probably wondering what the Season Pass looks like so far in Season 2. And for us in Server 2 right now, we go all the way across, and I'm just going to say it is a bit of a disappointment here. But the artifact is going to be Dragon's Rift. So if you don't know what the Dragon Rift artifact is, if we go in here, we do have it. This is the Dragon Rift. It's an infantry PvP artifact. It does a big burst of single target DPS and a dot over time. If you do kill the unit with it, you get a 20% physical attack buff. I'm just saying it's not the greatest artifact to get. But, there's where the big but is, for a Rune Season Pass, it still probably is worth the value just because of the amount of seasonal generational 2 stones you're going to get, as well as all of the other rewards like the gems, CP, and resources, right? So honestly, it is always worth it in my eyes. Then let's go into the actual event. So you can see this is the event calendar. It's kind of looking a bit weird and bugged, but there is a bunch of events, and as you can imagine, the Wheel of Destiny is here again. And this Wheel of Destiny is crazy, guys. You're going to be able to spin it again up to 100 times, and when you do this, you have the chances of getting Theodore and Forondil, but also Freygar and Syndron as well. So I'm just saying, really cool wheel. We've got 20 spins. We're going to do it right here, right now, just so you guys can see. We'll spin it a few times like this, and then we'll skip it just for the rest, so we don't consume too much time. But as you noticed, if you look at the bottom, on the live stream, we did roll it already 10 times. I didn't manage to get anything, as you can imagine, on stream. Otherwise, it would have been attached to this video. But there, we've just got Syndron. So Syndron's our first unlock. We've got 14 more to go. Hopefully we can get Forondil, because that's the one I really want, if I'm honest with you guys. But if we get Theodore, that's kind of fine too, because it means I can get Forondil through the lucky spin, which I will showcase a little bit later on the end of this video, just to give you guys a quick starter guide on where to get these heroes. But we are getting some good spins. I'm getting some Generation 2 tokens. We've got 8 more to go, 5 more to remaining. So hopefully here, we're going to get our last commander. Doesn't look like it. It's looking scary. We've got 2 more to roll. Hopefully Forondil is going to be in this next one. No. Here we go. Only 2 left. Let's see if we can do it in 2. Magical 2. The final 2. Give us Forondil. Ooh, no. So we didn't get anyone so far on this Wheel of Destiny. So you can see not everyone is lucky when you get it. But I do believe once you obviously hit 100, you should get all of these rewards. And just to let you guys know, if you get all of 4 heroes before the 100, you will get these back in gems, as well as you're going to be able to then get all the rewards from there. Also, we have the Riches of Forest. This is the go area. You're going to be able to spin this for 300 gems if you want for the 50% off. We're going to do it for the video just to showcase it, but we didn't get anything good. We always do the 50% just in case. As you can see, the probability is 1.5% for the legendaries. You've got 4 of the best legendaries you can try and get, as well as some of the others at the bottom. But it's still like your other companion, right? So you still have all the others that you could potentially get. So I wouldn't personally waste my gems in there unless you're a big whale. Then you got your Dragon Trail race. Obviously, everyone should know this now by the season. So at the start of the season, as long as you can get to stage 55 as fast as possible, you're going to get this ranking, right? There's only been 20 guys doing it. I'm probably going to try and do this soon myself and see how close we can get. So that's another event. But then we've got what I would call the start of season events. So these are just events in the start of season that always occur. So you got your time to act. So there's a ranking on using your speed ups. Obviously, the more speed ups you're going to get, the more rewards you get, and it's 20 generational tokens. I wouldn't waste these for a low spender. Then you got Eliana's Crisis. You can again try and get some of these. If you're not expertise there yet, you can again try and finish her off here. We've got Behemoth Hunter, and this is the way you can track your behemoths, right? So at the moment we're at the Bear Hunter. Once we've done the Bear, we're going to be going on to the Frost Giant. Then we go on to a new Thunder Rock, and as you can see here, because it's season 2, these behemoths have got S2 icons. So you can see here they've got a new, different active, right? So compared to before, this Bear isn't really a scary one. It just says when Frenzy is active, all the damage it deals will heal it, right, for 30% of its damage dealt. So really cool little gimmick. The Thunder Rock, when it does the electric blast, it attacks 3 more targets. There's a lot more to worry about on there. And then the Hydra, when the behemoth has less than 30% HP, it gains the poison aura. The poison aura deals magic skill damage every second to all legions within it. So basically, you know, if you're an infantry player, you're going to be taking a bunch of damage in the last third of the fight. So you need to be prepared for this one. This one looks like it's going to be very scary. And then you also have, while Dark Benediction is active, the Necro Giant heals 1% of its maximum health every second. So that's kind of an annoying one. It just prolongs the inevitable. But as you can see here, we have the Frost Dragon with the non-icons. It's just this normal dragon, the first time we've ever going to fight it. And then you have the Molten Might for the Magma Demons. And the Magma Demons, you can see, take 30% less magic damage, and the Reapers and the Devastators take 30% less physical. So as you can see now, you need a mixed amount of troops. You're going to need some magic and you're going to need some physical potentially, so you can actually kill these, because they're a little bit tankier if you're all physical based, right? Really cool. If we go on the Frost Dragon here, you can click on here. We can see all the skills and stuff to do with it. If you want to freeze or pause this you know, video while I'm going through these skills, you can, but I am going to obviously do a video on the Frost Dragon when we get to actually the gameplay side, right? Because we're obviously going to do our first impressions of the fight and how I believe you should be taking it out. Same with the Frost Giant, right? So again, if you want to freeze, you can, but this is just going to show you all the different abilities of the Frost Giant when you do fight it for the first time in your Behemoth Hunter. So it's going to be a really fun one. I can't wait. I can't wait to see these 2 new behemoths and what they're going to do, right? Because these are completely different, and hopefully the changes, even the slight changes they've done to the other behemoths, hopefully they're enough to make them a little bit more exciting. It would have been cool if maybe, you know, they had a 3rd behemoth, just saying, 1 more behemoth, maybe instead of the Hydra. So you had the Bear, the Frost Giant, the Thunder Rock, then another one. You see what I'm saying? So you had a gap in between. That'd be cool, but having 2 is great. But then the last 3 things is what you can imagine. Heeding the Call, where it's to do with membership of your alliance. Everything to do with the starting out of your season, and the one to just take note of here in this event is Ceasefire. So in Ceasefire, no one can attack players' legions or building units until the effect ends. So no one can do any PvP for the first 2 days of the server when you land into season 2, right? So that's just a nice little information for you. You can see the donation recovery speed as well as the build speed and the relocation cooldown up. Proving Grounds is what you can imagine. This is just the total points of the season. So the Runic Ancestor statue unlocks at the Augustone Phase Star of Hope. The Supreme Ancestor statue unlocks at the Augustone Phase Motherland of Call. So basically the way this works is, as you can see, there's 150k points. You are going to be wanting to do this, but this is a system that's going to last for a long time. So the way you get points is pretty simple. We zoom out of the map here, and as you can see, even though it's fogged out at the moment, this area is, when we zoom in, is where the Ancestor statue is. This is very similar to like the Ruins of Darkness, I would call them, if I believe, from Rise of Kingdoms. So you're basically going to fight through these 2 passes from these 2 players and basically control this zone. Whoever controls this zone by the end of it will gain a hero stamina buff, as you can see, so you can get more recovery speed in the fighting, but you also get 100 points per minute if you are occupying it. So you need to make sure you are sending a troop here to get this, as well as some more troops potentially to fight for the right to have control of it, right? So just to let you guys know, that is how that event is going to work. You can see there's one at the top as well. Every zone here that has one located, there's one here, we have 2. There's another one over here, which makes 2 for this zone, and then up at the top there's another one located somewhere else. So you can see everyone kind of has their own little zone that you need to control, and maybe in the future when you go into zone 2, as you can see, there's more of these little points throughout the map where you're going to be fighting. So you can see throughout the season you're going to get more and more of these guys and more points. So don't stress, you know, if you might miss the first 1 or 2, but obviously you should be showing up for those events. And that's pretty much it. When you go to the community, you hit the community tab, and then the strongest lord, where we're going to now shift to the ending part of this video, which is the new heroes and the quick finale guide of this season, which should hopefully give you guys everything you need to know in regards to the startup procedure of season 2. So in the strongest lord is going to be Theodore, and this is one thing I called already. We said Theodore would be in the strongest lord due to being a garrison hero. It kind of fits the archetype of what Rise of Kingdoms does. It's kind of like a little formula. And the cool thing is, if you go into the heroes and go all the way down, you can see Forondil as well. So Forondil is here with Theodore, and as we said, Theodore you can get through the strongest lord, and for Forondil, as I guessed correctly as well, it is through the lucky spin. So you're just gonna have to wait for the lucky spin to come through, and that's why I've been saving my goblin tokens or my lucky spin tokens to spin this wheel, right? Because I guessed it was gonna be through here, and this is what I've been doing. Once we've got him unlocked, we do have as well a bunch of tokens ready to upgrade him to 5111. So just to let you guys know, but they are in the game. So that's pretty much everything, you know. You do have, obviously, as you should know, when you jump into the season, the whole crystal thing. You can see what I've bought. As you can imagine, I've bought the 5 on the here. I wasn't in tier for the final rewards. We chose to be in TM because we took a little step back while we were making content. But we've got the 5 from the limited, but we also got obviously the legendary ascension emblem, and then we bought some stamina, and then for the finale bit we got a bit of prestige. And the reason why it was so, when we go into here, you can see we've got 6.4k, and now we can start doing our policies, and we're trying to push through the policies all the way across to try and get to this as well as this as soon as possible, guys. This is the thing what you want to concentrate on, is trying to get these war pet capacities and warrants unlocked in the early game of the season. So obviously, as you can imagine from everything I've covered, you're going to be doing your dragon trials. We've done a little bit on our live stream. I'm going to be doing more off stream in a moment, but you need to be doing all of your dragon trials, doing all your main stuff, leveling up your heroes, you know, killing these guys, these new dwarven factions to get your levels up, as well as your war pets level up, and just play it like you were. I'm not gonna lie, playing season 1 and going to season 2, you're gonna feel quite familiar and not too scared of what's going on, right? It's not going to feel like an alienated area. It's quite, honestly, very nice to be here. I'm not going to lie, I've enjoyed it so far. And the fact that, like, it's pretty simple, you know? Just one other thing to finish off the video before I do jump off. As you can see, the fog has returned. So at the moment, I've already defogged the entire zone 1, what we're in. You can also later on obviously defog all of this when it unlocks through the Augur Stone. And the Augur Stone is pretty much the same as well, guys. It's the same as before. It goes all the way across. When we go into these, it's pretty much the same style of rewards as before, but the one I do want to take in consideration is the Heart Towards Dawn. So Hearts Towards Dawn is towards the end of the season, as you can see, but it's an important one because here, as you can see, you unlock the Frost Dragon, which is really cool, but you unlock level 25 War Pets. So here is probably where you're going to be trying to fish, and I'm not going to lie, guys, I think at the moment you want to use your War Pets and stuff, and maybe wait until the level 25 War Pets unlock to get a better started War Pet in the future to then work on, right? So just something that maybe we need to take into consideration. I don't know, I'm just assuming and speculating from now, from this, but we are learning every single day on the channel, and that's what we are prideful of, and that's what we pride ourselves and our community in doing. So I hope you've enjoyed it today. This is all the events. We've already gone through the War Pets. That was a separate video. I'll put the info link up above me here if you want to check it out. Check it out. It'll give you all of your War Pet gameplay guide, which is really good. We've done the events, and then what I'm going to do next is generally I'm going to cover the general gist of the map, how it's laid out, as well as jumping in to the season for the first time for you guys if you've never experienced it before, just so you can see what you have available. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Smash a like, smash the subscribe button, and hit a comment below what you think about season 2. I want to hear your thoughts, and obviously the devs do read these comments, so they do want to hear your opinions on it. Are you excited, what you're looking forward to, and so on. And with all of that, guys, stay safe, stay sneaky, and peace out.